I mean, it just underlines to me, I mean, the pressure that people face in this job. And, you know, it's so true. Most of us could not do it. I mean, I think about people, for instance, who perform emergency surgery and the sort of pressure that they're under. I think it does attract people, though, who can think under pressure and can be very, very rational under pressure and make split-second decisions that are generally very, very good. I think what we need to be careful of with any of these circumstances, and I think the caller said it, is that we can't have too punitive a response. I mean, I think it's true that people always need to be act within the law, but, you know, for the people who work in this profession, they can't feel that they're under siege or totally demoralised. They have to be able to carry out their job feeling like what they do is supported and is respected. It's a very complex, tricky thing when we're dealing with these areas.
Yeah.
People ask to work in these conditions, and we have to be able to look after them, but at the same time things can happen and mistakes can be made, and people need to be held to account for that. Although very interesting, what I thought of looking at this case is, do you remember years ago the case of Jean-Charles de Menezes?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Yes, and ultimately that firearms officer was found to have not committed any wrongdoing at all. I know
Cressida Dick was made Commissioner of the Met.
Yes, I know. But
Candice, I have two other stories I want to ask you about before I let you go. One is about the fact that Lucy Letby, the baby murderer, is to face a retrial over one attempted baby murder charge. Now, clearly she's guilty of the ones that she's been convicted of, but we obviously need to be careful. But again, we don't want to prejudice a trial within this, but further heartache, no doubt, as the details emerge for those parents who have encountered Lucy Letby.
Yeah, that's immediately what I thought of. I mean, the parents of that seriously premature baby must be wondering what exactly happened to their child, now seeing what the convictions were and finding out just exactly what was going on at the hospital at that time. I mean, I don't think this just stops with Lucy Letby. I think that the hospital itself needs to be examined. I mean, there was a good article in the Times saying that it was a very chaotic environment, and that's why the stuff that she was convicted for, she was able to carry out. And I think more needs to be examined. I mean, I am a big critic of maternity care. I think there are a lot of problems with it. I really do feel in some ways like it's a Cinderella service.
Absolutely.
And we need to examine it.
Yeah, of course. And just a final thought on bingo. We're asking about bingo today as well, slightly less serious than the other two. And this is the fact that apparently saying number 88, two fat ladies, that is offensive, according to a poll. I mean, Candice, are you a big bingo player?
No. Do you know, we used to play it at school and I was very good at it, but I haven't played it since. What was interesting, though, when you break down this poll is, once again, it's the subject that fascinates me. It was different generations reacted very differently, and it was as you would expect. The younger you were, the more offensive you found it.
Yes.
And the least offensive you found it. And I thought, is this once again generational shift, or as you get older, do you just learn to like not sweat the small stuff so much?
Yeah, just get over it. And also, how many generations ahead people play bingo anyway? I think it's 62 tickety boo to be brutally frank. But listen, thank you, Candice Holdsworth. Appreciate your contribution there.